Hello and what is going on, guys? It's your boy Miguel here, back at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about fidgety knives, or fidget knives, right? These are known as a type of knives that you can just play around with, right? Of course, knives have a very serious task at cutting everything that you need on a daily basis. But from time to time, you might sit there in the couch or watching a show or what have you, and you just feel the urge, right, to have that knife in your hand, and you want to go ahead and flick it or deploy it, open and close it a bajillion times on a daily basis, and that is okay, right? A knife, especially for the price range on some of these knives, should be able to also give you that satisfaction. So by the way, I also have review videos on each of these knives if you want to check them out in more detail. All the links for the review videos are going to be down in the description below, and also if you want to check them out in Amazon, I have affiliate links for these guys as well. If you want to check them out, maybe get one for yourself, right? That is that definitely supports the channel, but it's at no extra cost to you. So we're going to right away jump into the meats and potatoes of this video, and that is we're going to be talking some of the top most fidgety knives out there for the money. Right away we have the Civivi Elementum, and this is the button lock. This guy right here brought me tons and tons of satisfaction when it comes to how fidgety it is. Of course, it is still a very reliable tool. Don't let that fool you. Keep in mind, actually, as a matter of fact, every single knife that we talk about in this video is a very reliable EDC knife. No questions asked. This guy here is an evolution of the original Civivi Elementum. This guy came out of the box with a flipper opening and a liner lock mechanism here, right? So an evolution of this guy is right here, this Civivi Elementum button lock. The only way to deploy this guy is with the button, and same thing for closing the knife, right? Also with the button as well. So as you can imagine, that button deployment becomes very, very satisfying to open and close. No doubt about that. There's even a newer version of this guy that has both the button and the flipper, which again just adds more and more into the equation, as are some of the knives that we're going to see later in the list. By the way, the last knife in the list is my favorite. I'm just saying. Right off the bat, Civivi Elementum button lock, it is a solid start. I believe this guy's around $50 to $60, and if you find it on sale, you get yourself a solid EDC and a very fidgety EDC as well. Bam! Next on the list we have the Sencut Crawly. This guy right here, you've seen it in the channel before if you've been following me for any amount of time, and I can't say enough good things about this knife, right? So fidgety, it is beyond belief. It is a very budget-friendly price, around $40 to $50 or so, somewhere in that ballpark. But this guy, just like the next one, has 4 different ways of deployment. You have the flipper opening right there, your classic flipper opening. You do have a button, so you can open right there with the button. That's pretty neat. You can thumb deploy right there. Thumb deployment is also very, very smooth, and you can repeat that over and over again. And last but not least, the bloop, reverse flick, right? Bam, reverse flick all day, every day. That's what we're talking about right there. This guy right here is going to be on a D2 blade. That is a stonewashed D2, and it does have the black micarta going on. Again, if you want to see more stats on this guy, check out the review video. But all in all, a very solid EDC knife, and need I say, a very fidgety knife at that as well. So boom. On that same note, we have the sister brother here, right? Whatever you want to call it, the Sencut Saxi, right? And this knife right here, similar to the Crawly, offers pretty much around the same package, the same 4 different ways of deployment: reverse flick, thumb deployment, button deployment, and your flipper deployment. This one here is on a 9CR 18 MOV satin finish blade, and again, the same black micarta. So I mean, you got a little bit of considering right there, right? Are you more of a satin finish 9CR 18 MOV? Are you more of a D2 with the stonewash? I mean, you cannot go wrong with any of these two. They are amazing EDC knives, and also extremely, right? Extremely, without exaggeration, extremely fidgety, to say the least. Next, we have the, what I believe is probably the MVP of fidgetability, and that is the CJRB Pyrite. This thing is wonderful, and I mean it. This thing has seen so much pocket time over the last couple of months. I always come back to this knife because I mean, I love what CJRB did here with the Pyrite. So you lose one deployment option versus, let's say, the Saxi, right? So you don't have the flipper, but you do have all other 3. You have the button deployment, and you have the thumb deployment as well, and the reverse opening as well. Now, this guy, I gotta tell you, it is so smooth. I believe it is the ball bearings on this guy. It just makes it so effortless, and I'm not exaggerating. Opening this guy is so effortless. You get to sit there. I think when I'm watching a show, or I'm watching Netflix or whatever at night, I probably flip this thing open thousands and thousands of times, to the point where I'm probably driving my wife insane. But I mean, that is just how good of an EDC this knife is, and of course extremely fidgety at that. So So this guy rocks the CJRB RPM 9 powder steel and also has that exposed stainless steel frame as well. This is my combination right here. This is how I like most of my knives to be. If I get the option to get an all steel exposed version, I'm definitely gonna go for that. And this is definitely one of my top most favorite knives in my collection, no doubt about that. Finger choil right here, which is very good. I mean, I'm not gonna do a full review on it, of course. You can check the links in the description if you want to learn more about this guy. But again, such a rock star of a knife. I really can't say enough good things about it. And that is the CJRB Pyrite. Bam! Up next we have the Demko 80-20.5, and this one here is on the shark's foot blade combination. I also have the clip point version as well. For the purpose of this video, they're both about the same when it comes to fidgetability. This guy is rocking the infamous shark lock, and if you want to check that out in the review video, this thing is unique unlike any other knife in the market, and it allows you to just swing open and close this guy using that shark's lock right here in the back. You can of course thumb deploy this guy, maybe put a little bit more enthusiasm in it. Bam, there it is. Do it a couple more times, and of course you can reverse flick this guy. Of course, you have a opening right here as well. So if you want to do the slow thumb opening, you can with this opening right there. That's going to make it very, very nice. I mean, you have so much going on with this guy. It's the most expensive, most luxurious combination of the Demko 80-20.5. No, it's not. This is actually the introductory Grivery scales here with the AUS 10A steel. But even at that introductory price of around $150 or so, this knife right here, this shark's lock, this is going to be very, very fidgety to say the least. And of course, the shark's lock is said to rival, if not do a better job than the tryout lock. And that is said by Andrew Demko, the knife maker himself. So, you know, you have tons of reliability. It is a very safe locking mechanism to say the least. And of course, the purpose of this video, are we talking fidgetability? And that is there for sure. No doubt about that. All right, so that has been 5 knives so far, right? Let me just go ahead and bring them back here for you to check them out. But I have one bonus one for you all. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. What has been one of the most fidgety knives for me over the last couple of months since I've been, since I've had it, since I've owned it, that is the EDC'ed right here. This guy, it is a gravity knife, has a locking mechanism with a pocket clip, allows you to EDC this guy like it's nobody's business. And this revised version over the original version, which didn't have a pocket clip and a locking mechanism, was a little bit more concerning, a little bit more dangerous to EDC. This guy can EDC all day, every day, and the best part is that it is very, very fidgety. Of course, with the locking button here, that starts your fidgety journey right there. You do that over and over again. But the best part, once you have it on lock, is the sound on this guy. Take a listen. All right, so gravity takes over, of course. Gravity is doing all the job right here, allowing the blade to slide open and to slide close. You can get creative with it, right? Doing the reverse grip, deploy, and retraction right there. I mean, this guy is just so good, and that sound just never gets old. So it's a nice little bonus for you for this video. Talk about fidgetability. I feel like this guy is, I mean, I've had it for probably by now maybe 3 to 4 months or so, and this hasn't gotten old at all. Check the review video if you want to see more on this guy. But that has been it, guys. You all let me know in the comments which one out of these knives that we discussed today is the most fidgety in your opinion. Is it the Civivi Elementum button lock? Is it the CJRB Pyrite? Is it going to be the either Sencut Crawling or the Sencut Saxy? Is it the Demko with the Demko 80-20.5? Or is it the bonus mention here with the EDC'ed or gravity knife? You guys be a judge of that. Let me know down below. Or if there is a more fidgety option out there that obviously I didn't mention in this video, don't forget to let me know in the comments. That can be in a future video. You guys know how we do by now. I give you some quick facts, right? Some quick information here. If you're considering buying any of these knives, don't forget to check the review links down below in the description. If you do use those affiliate links down below, they do help out the channel at no extra cost to you guys. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, you guys are the real MVP. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.